What's going on, you guys? Coaster here, just talking about the game. The Raiders, of course, lost 42-21 to the Titans. Season's over. Season is all but over. I know this is not the knockout punch, but the conference championship streak is about to end, and of being the team of the decades. That it's all about to go to hell, and the Raiders just were not good enough at the end of the day. It's plain and simple. It is what it is, though. What can you do when your defense is full of guys off the street like Dion Jordan and DJ Swearinger? It is what it is. Now, I'll talk about the positives quickly. The first half, they at least didn't lie down. It wasn't like the Jets game, or it wasn't like the Chiefs game where it was over from the start. But other than that, I mean, it was over. Some people would say it was over the moment Josh Jacobs was already announced as inactive and injured. That's what I was feeling. Like, I have been working on Sundays, and I choose to work. It's not that I want to, but I've just chosen to volunteer my work days on Sunday and get a better paycheck because the Raiders don't care about me. At this point, they're not winning. They're not playing. They're just predictable, and that's the problem. This defense, finally they buckled down. I figured it was going to happen eventually with that personnel. That is what it is. I mean, I don't want to throw Gunther on the bus too much, but you're allowing a 90-something yard play to go all the way down the field. It's pretty embarrassing. It's pretty bad no matter what defense you are, whether you're a high school or you're a pro defense. Now, I don't know. It just felt like this team had no chance from the start. I mean, the Titans, they've been a strange, inconsistent team, but once Ryan Tannehill took over, they have looked like some world beaters. And based on what have you done for me lately, the Titans were the favorites coming into this, so They were the better team, no denying. The game was over when the Raiders got the defensive stop in the third quarter, and then they have the ball at midfield. And they do nothing with it. So the offense is at fault too. And Derek Carr, he didn't look bad this game, but at the same time, I think the damage was already done in my book. I mean, there are some mistakes that still tell me he's not going to take this team to the promised land, and mediocrity is his ceiling. So I still believe that Gruden and staff are not attached to him. I'm not going to say they're going to draft a first-round quarterback or anything, but if they see a quarterback that they love, Mike Mayock he's always said, you have to draft a quarterback if you fall in love with him or if he's the guy you really are high on. So who knows? They're at least looking at quarterbacks. I do believe that, but the defense was the big flaw today, and everybody knew that. The season goes as what could have been. Like, it sucks. Jonathan Abram gets hurt in week 1. Carl Joseph is already out for the season. We don't know if he's coming back because I think he's a free agent. There's just all these personnel that there are no stars on defense. There might be stars in the making like Max Crosby, but defense is a team game. And the linebacker position, it's so flawed. It's full of guys that are pretty much nobodies for most of us. It don't impress me, guys. That's what I was saying about the Bengals game, is when they signed guys off the street, there were just certain players in my brain that when you're on the team, you're terrible. Basically, Dion Jordan. I think about him as a first-round bust on the Dolphins. He was the guy that the Dolphins traded to the Raiders. They traded up for him, and they drafted Jordan while the Raiders took DJ Hayden. I believe DJ Hayden was more productive than Dion Jordan was in Miami. So when Dion Jordan's on your roster, that's usually all I need to know, how bad your defense is. So was he the reason they lost? No, but pass rush, there's still a need for a pass rush. I don't know about Cleveland Farrell. He's looked disappointing. And it sucks, I said, Abram cannot play most of this year. He gets hurt in 1 week, and what could have been? It's all about what could have been at this point in time. Now, with Derek Carr, yes, I said, it wasn't his fault today. But he still makes the mistakes that looks like what a rookie does. And I'll look back at the play in garbage time. With 3 minutes to go, it's 4th and goal, and you just throw the ball away on 4th and goal. Like, what kind of awareness is that? Okay, he'll throw the ball away on 4th down, and when you're better off throwing a duck, but he'll force a pick on another play, or on some cases, he'll just throw a check down on 3rd and 16. Like, come on. Those are the kind of plays that just bother me, and this is why I don't take him seriously. At the end of the day, he's just going to lead this team to, 8-8, 9-7 at best? Not talking about this year, but that's his ceiling. So, it's sad. The Raiders are just that story or that movie where you know the ending before it comes. I had this team, if you can watch my preseason video, I said this team goes 7-9, 8-8, and I don't know. They may not even play like that if the last 3 games. I know they're not. The 3 teams they have left on schedule are not good, but if you're going by the last 4 games, the Raiders haven't played good as a team either. So 7-9, 8-8. That's just like I said they would be, and I want to be dead wrong, but this team just continues to be boring, predictable. And I don't know really if Gruden's got this. Sure, he doesn't have his own quarterback. He doesn't have his own personnel. We could say whatever we want about it, but going to Vegas, you can't just tank. You can't just rebuild completely. You have to have a product that can attract the fans, attract the people, because otherwise you're going to be a corporate hole. If that's all they care about, money, then it's fine. But I just see the Vegas stadium getting overtaken by opposing fans in that first year. Vegas is going to want to see a winner. Look at what the Golden Knights did in their first year. The Vegas Golden Knights already tore it up. They got their fan base. They're set. The Raiders are set. They may have a national brand. There will be plenty who make that trip to Vegas, but at the end of the day, the locals aren't going to adopt them. It's going to be a corporately. There are going to be a lot of corporate tickets, and there's just going to be a bunch of opposing fans in there. I don't know about this future being bright or saying Gruden's got this. I thought just as a play caller, I've seen average play calling at best. But who knows, right? I got to wait and see and so on. But for a guy who's being paid $10 million, I'm not impressed. The only future that's bright is Mark Davis's wallet when they go to Vegas. He's going to be rich. That Allegiant Stadium is going to be his cash cow. They're going to make a lot of money. And that's about it for now. There's nothing else guaranteed. They're not going to be winning games. I just see a mediocre product until you get there. You got to get there to do something, and I'm not impressed. So I don't know. Was there more of this game that you saw? I mean, I still just think about how Derek Carr throws the ball away on 4th down and goal, or how he checks down on 3rd and long. I'm just bored. It's boring and just predictable. So let me know what y'all thought of this game. The Titans were just the better team, and so on. See you guys later.